So you have to understand the fact that if I leave my mother, she's an elderly woman whom I pick and drop off every single week. I take care of her. I take care of all of her needs and take care of everything that she needs completely. Every single thing. She doesn't even drive a car. Every single thing that she needs, I take her to that place. I bring her back. I get it for her. Without me, she cannot rely on anyone in this country or in this world at all. When she wants to go on a vacation for, let's say, Christmas or anything of that sort of nature, I'm the one taking her for it. I cannot. This man, my dad, the greedy framer, by the way, is a pathological liar. He has some serious mental illness issues. Right now, he was, after asking me if I was willing to commit incest with his abnormal looking, ugly old sisters, he was right now going around asking people and his in-laws, telling them that my brain savant's about to get freed and I'm about to become really rich. And he was going around asking them if they were willing to commit incest with me in exchange for money. I never agreed to any of these deals, and I did not want to sleep with anyone or give anyone any of my money. This man is a very deranged, psychotic individual who is definitely not a model parent. He was asking me if I was willing to commit incest with his own sisters on numerous times. February 11th at 3:17 a.m. Then he asked again, even though he was told February 11th is open advertisement for incest. It says his sister Farah's name on it right there. He was still asking me March 7th 3 times. That is a porn star, by the way. Her name is Sunny Leone, and he was already told that this is an open advertisement for incest, and yet he was still trying it 3 times on March 7th to try to get illegal assurance of money from me this way on that date. He tried it with his other sister, Afreen, big fat ugly old fart. I didn't use the F word, I said fart. On March 10th, sending me sexually explicit pictures of a woman resembling her, and yet every single day afterwards, this is March 13th, by the way, he's sending me a picture of a woman resembling his own sister, Afreen, only 3 days after March 7th. With that thing, this is March 17th, by the way, this was already labeled as an open advertisement for incest on March 10th, and he was still sending it to me March 13th, March 17th, every single day. Even after, and then the porn star was already labeled as a open advertisement for incest on February 11th for Farah the Greedy Framer. He was still sending it to me on March 7th 3 times. He's no model parent. On March 12th at 11:36 a.m., you can ask law enforcement. He asked if I was willing to sleep with his wife or not. This man is a very deranged individual, no doubt about it. And just recently, he was telling me that if I would sleep with his woman and his in-laws, that he wanted illegal assurance of money from me once my brain savant would get freed, in exchange for him arranging women from his in-laws for me to sleep with every single day till about August the 13th, when obviously he asked the woman and she yelled the crap out of him, saying, "Why would you even ask me something like this? Is there something wrong with you?" Obviously. So there is something wrong with him. He's no model parent to begin with, but you have to understand the fact that my mother relies on me very much so. Everywhere she wants to go, everything she needs, it's all from me. And this man is a very psychotic, deranged, delusional, disgusting, ugly old man who needs some serious mental illness help, and he's only doing this out of extreme envy, due to which he made numerous lies and false testimonies against me, and now he's trying to greedily get me to go to him only because his visa is banned everywhere in the world, and I'll tell you exactly why it's banned in a second. But let me show you exactly how much my mother relies on me for. So basically, my mother, everywhere she goes, I take her to there, and she relies on me so much that if I was not with her, she would literally say that Hassan, I will die if you're not with me. She was saying that to me when I was literally, there was a time in 2024 when I couldn't eat and I was literally dying, and she said that to me on my bedside. She was literally wailing, and she was saying that, Hassan, if you're not with me, I will literally die. This is how much she needs me, and she's basically dependent on me this much. My dad, the greedy framer, is is a disgusting, ugly, old, psychotic, delusional individual who needs some serious mental illness help with the kind of lies that he's made in early January against me, only to try to get me a death sentence, only to make sure that my mother cannot get the brain savant money he cannot get. He needs some serious mental illness help with the kind of incest he's been promoting with law enforcement. He needs some serious mental illness help. He's only doing this due to finding out about my brain savant monetary potential, and now he's gone crazy about the prospect of money from it, due to which he's going crazy trying to scam the government into forcing me to go to him, like how he almost scammed the courts into thinking he was a medical doctor one time. You have to remember the fact that my dad, the Greedy Framer, is not a doctor in any country in the world. He's never even given his board exams. He lies about that to everyone. Not only did he lie about that, he also lied about the fact that he went to a university in Ireland. He told the courts that he went to a university in Ireland. There's no record of him entering into any universities, not even researching a university. He completely lied about it. He never even he was never even admitted to any universities, never even researched it, never even went to their location before in his entire life. He completely lied about that to the courts as well. He's not a physician's assistant. Physician's assistants require a college degree. He basically just helps doctors out in hospitals, and he never got along with them, due to which he doesn't even have a job right now, and he's getting his gambling through this trial by trying to force a way for me to be going to him, just like how he tried to scam he scammed a hospital into thinking he was a medical doctor. Law enforcement knows this as the infographics incident, where he tried to scam a hospital into thinking he was a medical doctor. He's never even given his board exams in any country of the world. He's not licensed to be a medical doctor in any country of the world. He was kicked out of that hospital, and law enforcement knows it as the infographics incident. He never got along with the actual doctors he had to work with, due to which right now he's not even working. He's just getting his gambling thrill from this trial, thinking that he's going to get the artificial intelligence money that artificial intelligence has promised everyone for himself. Very greedy, disgusting, lunatic, psychotic individual. He just offered me incest with his sisters, and now he got yelled the crap out by his own in-laws when he went to them with his 5-foot-long beard, which is a sign of being pious, and disgustingly and shamelessly asked them if they were willing to sleep with me due to the fact that he thought that he could get money out of me after my brain savant would get freed if his in-laws would sleep with me. Now, the thing that I have to let you know about is the fact that yes, he did definitely do this. I know this for a fact because he was advertising this to me to try to get me to go to him, to saying that I'm going to find you a woman from my in-laws every single day. And then it suddenly stopped on August the 13th due to him actually calling that woman and asking her if she was willing to sleep with me or not, and her telling him that there's no way, why would you even ask me this? This is disgusting, due to which now he has to stop the ads. And now he's probably finding some other way of his lunacy problem with his mind to try to find a way to force me to go to him, while at the same time telling the courts that I should go to him. He's a greedy, disgusting, ugly old man who needs some serious mental illness help. Okay, let me show you exactly how much my mother needs me. My mother, wherever she goes, I'm the person who takes care of her. She never drove a car her entire life. You got to remember the wedding incident, the wedding crime that occurred. I could not go there because of the fact that when I was a child, the furthest I would go was literally the community pool at Deer Tree, which I stopped going to due to realizing that how hard my mother was working as soon as I gained the slightest bit of mental maturity in life. So to think that I would go to any weddings out there was out of the question. Even this Hunt Valley mansion for weddings didn't even exist when I was a child living over here. So yes, if there was a wedding that occurred, no one took us there. We didn't show up there. So yes, this wedding, I was never present, and they fully fabricated the entire thing at the end of 2023, only due to the fact that I won my case August 25th, 2023, and like the Joker from the movie Batman asking for his phone call, obviously the right next day after August 25th, 2023, I was like, I want to study, I want to study, I want to study, I want to study. I was saying those words over and over again because they didn't let me study after mid-June 2023, after they found out with the mid-May 2023 test that my powers increase over time. Well, guess what? I knew June 5th, 2025 that my powers increased because they tested it out while I was in the parking lot. Because law enforcement likes arguing amongst themselves. They'll be like, "Oh, it's just an autistic. It's just a guy with a lot of muscle memory," and the other person in law enforcement will be like, "No." It can't be a person with a lot of muscle memory. I've seen autistic people in my family. They're all like him. He's definitely autistic. So they would argue, and they'd be like, "All right, fine, we'll figure it out. Just open it up for 3 seconds." So I was parking my car in the afternoon of June 5th, 2025, and they let it go, my brain savant, for like 5 seconds. It was like zing, turned on like a jet engine. I knew right away my powers increased. I didn't say one word, didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about what I just found out. November 14, 2025, I was just like, oh boy, they just found out right now that my powers increased nonetheless. You got to remember, mid-May 2023, they found out that my powers increased, due to which they never let me stare into a textbook after mid-June 2023. And then imagine their horror when they found out November 14 that my powers increased nonetheless. It is extremely rare, brain savant, obviously. But the thing that I'm trying to tell the courts is my mother relies on me completely. Everything that she needs, I go get it. If she wants to go on vacation now, she starts whining like a little kid. And like around Christmas time, she would just be like, I want to see Christmas decorations. And I would just be like, well, where am I going to get that from? And she would just be like, well, then why don't you take me there? And I would just be like, well, there's nowhere I could take you. And then she would just be like, oh, you don't take me anywhere. So then I remember I knew this one place. It was really nice. It was in Baltimore. It was in Annapolis. It's got these really nice red brick roads with these cute little shops on the side, and the shops end up at the harbor where they have this excellent boat show, by the way. So I was just like, you know what, I've got a really nice place, I'll take you there. So I got her a hotel and I took her there for Christmas. And like this year, last year 2025, for Christmas, I didn't have to buy any Christmas presents because I'm not working. The year before then I spent like almost $400 on Christmas presents, so I thought might as well take my mother somewhere for Christmas. Well, taking my mother for Christmas it was more like $1,500. Obviously, because it was the hotel, then you got to eat out at the restaurant, and then the boat show and everything. So yeah, it adds up. It was like $1,500, but yeah, I guess it was worth it. So this is the Christmas vacation that I took my mother to last year. She literally cannot go anywhere without me. She is totally dependent on me. And before I was driving, she didn't even sit in the car. Like the only thing she would get was the bus ride over to her work, and she would work at the McDonald's in Hunt Valley. Like this man is a complete lunatic, deranged individual. He needs some serious mental illness help. He's been asking me if I'm willing to commit incest with his in-laws recently or not. So yes, I'm not going to him. But this is the Christmas vacation that I took my mother to. Last 2020, the Christmas of 2025, it was like this really nice hotel. It's basically a Marriott. It's really nice, and here are the Christmas lights. You're definitely gonna like these. So this is the road I took her to. It's absolutely excellent. It's just a perfect place. It's right near the courthouse. And they're like these red brick roads with these cute shops on the side, end up at the harbor. It's amazing. It's like if you go there, you're just gonna be like, man, I just want to stay here. Wintertime, that is definitely the best place to go. So I took her there, and they have this really nice boat show over there at that place right near the courthouse. It's just, and this Christmas boat show is just, it's amazing. It's just like people go there and they watch it, and I thought I'd take my mother there, and she ended up loving it as well. It was just amazing. You see all these boats going by the harbor with like all these lights on them, and yeah, like, and all these designs, and they're just yelling out Merry Christmas to everyone. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Really nice boat show. My dad, the Greedy Framer, on the other hand, try wishing him Happy New Year, or go ask the people in Ireland how he responds to them when they wish him a Happy New Year. And this is my mother. She is a very open individual. She loves people of every race, religion, ethnicity. She loves Jewish people, Christian people, everyone of every race, religion, ethnicity. She's never had one instance of her ever saying anything even remotely considered bad against anyone. If I would tell her that I'm going to marry someone of a different faith, like a Jewish girl, she would give me such a beautiful answer. I would kind of think, man, if only I asked her this question at home, that would have been amazing. But this is the boat show I took her to. It's right at the harbor, and this is the hotel I took her to. It's basically a Marriott by Courtyard. It's an amazing hotel, amazing and great lobby. Yeah, that was their lobby. I actually made that with my own phone. And my mother over there is sitting in the lobby in this picture. She's just enjoying the lobby. The entire Christmas scene, I'll show you in a second. It was absolutely beautiful over there. All those Christmas trees and all those presents on the side, and she enjoyed it very much. It was like everything was like nicely lit up, all those presents there, all the gifts and all the Christmas trees. And obviously I took her to the restaurant while I was there. This is Basmati, a restaurant right near that hotel. I took her to, she enjoyed that restaurant as well. And then obviously that same hotel lobby with the Christmas trees and the presents and everything. She really loves these things and she really enjoys it very much. You could tell from her face that she's really happy and really enjoying the entire scene over there. Yeah. This is basically the road I took her to. It was lit up with Christmas lights and everything. It's right near the courthouse. Absolutely, you could tell from the road it's made out of brick, and the shops on the side are all these cute little shops. They're absolutely amazing. Winter time, it's a place to go, and they also have a really nice boat show over there. Okay, and that is the Christmas. That's the hotel lobby that I took her to, and she loved it and she enjoyed it very much. So that's the Christmas vacation I took my mother to for 2025. That's the hotel lobby that I took her to. And then you also have, obviously, that hotel. We spent a lot of time in the hotel lobby over there. It was just amazing. It was really nice presence over there. It was the Marriott by Courtyard. And yeah, I paid the entire $1,500. This is like the lobby. This is right near the lobby at the hotel. It was really nice. Okay. Yeah. They had a really nice restaurant inside the hotel. It was a really nice place to go to. But yeah, so there's no one that's going to take care of my mother, first of all. The other thing that you have to understand is the fact that my dad, the Greedy Framer, and his entire history is incomparable to my mother's. My dad, the Greedy Framer, I've only met about 3 times my entire life, which is why I've been saying that the talking points that he's using to claim that I'm a drug addict, sexually perverted individual, or that, I'm low IQ, dumb, stupid, only because of what I found out about Ibrahim the Greedy Framer being a drug addict who overdoses on drugs once a week, ends up in the emergency room, and the fact that he's sexually perverted, begging my elementary school teacher to sleep with him. By the way, that elementary school teacher, ask the woman in law enforcement who actually go and talk to her. The woman in law enforcement that actually go and talk to her will tell the courts that all she said was, after Hassan's brain savant gets freed and he tests out for like a month, can he come tell me about it? That's all she said. These people, these perverts like Ibrahim the Greedy Framer and even Junaid, were begging her. Well, so let's just talk about Ibrahim. On July the 10th, Ibrahim the Greedy Framer was basically begging her to sleep with him. And yeah, he ends up in the hospital once a week overdosing on crystal methamphetamine, due to which now you have my dad, the Greedy Framer, making up all these lies about me being a drug addict and sexually perverted. Did I ever even ask for any of these people's numbers? No, I never once even asked for their number. Okay, I'm not saying this is true, but if my neighbor, who's a female, by the way, they have like two dogs or whatever, if she was to come try to run after me, I would probably push her aside. Like, this is not appropriate. I'm not this kind of a person. I don't have bad character. I'm not that kind of a person. Okay, I'm not sexually perverted, for one, and the other thing is, I'm not a drug addict. Never have been. No history of it. Right now, they recently went through every single day that I was overseas, and all they found was I have a keenness and eagerness for learning that I've had since I was a 9-year-old child. When I was overseas, that were transferred over to textbooks, and it just transformed into textbooks over time. Soon enough, I had these special powers that normal human beings cannot even imagine having, and artificial intelligence will tell you this fact. There are certain parts of the report that not able to guess. First of all, if I would guess anything wrong, they would label me a liar right away. I cannot guess anything wrong. And artificial intelligence report will clearly tell you that not only am I a triple brain savant with instantaneous photographic memory, innovation, focusing, but that also the most rare thing about my brain savant is it increases in power exponentially over time, making it extremely rare. Not like any of the other brain savants in the world right now. We only have about 100 prodigious savants in the world right now. Out of them, I'm number one in terms of profitability. So basically, yes, my mother's entire history compared to my dad, the greedy framer, is incomparable. Law enforcement will testify to the courts that she's never been heard uttering one word considered bad her entire life. Now, my dad, the greedy framer, might claim that she's low IQ, dumb, stupid, or something of that sort of nature, but you have to understand the fact that my mother is not banned from any country in the world. In fact, she's gone to Spain because my sister took her there. My sister had to go there for work. She's gone to Canada. She goes to every country in the world. She's totally fine. But the thing about it is, she's not low IQ like my dad, the greedy farmer. My mother has been watched 24/7 with me since I was an 11-year-old child. Never once uttered one word considered bad her entire life. On August the 11th at 7:30 p.m., she was talking to me about how she signed me up at the PAL Center. She always found free places for me to be adult supervised with and at. Even though at that time, if she couldn't find a place that would be for free, I don't think I'd have a place. But she was really good at it. She was really good at finding loopholes and solutions to problems. And yes, that really helped us out. The nice police officers would adult supervise me. But the thing that the courts have to remember is the fact that since my mother has been watched since I was an 11-year-old child, there isn't one instance of her, not once, ever uttering one word considered bad her entire life. Now, for my dad, the greedy farmer, yes, you will find things around the sort of not only his attitude problem with people, where people in Ireland will tell the courts that my dad, the greedy farmer, would call them back and then yell at them, telling them that never to wish him Happy New Year because it was a Christian holiday and he didn't want to hear it ever again. This is the kind of attitude my dad, the greedy farmer, has had. Now, he's going to make a billion different excuses for it, but there's no excuse for this kind of a behavior or hatred. My mother, since I was being watched since I was an 11-year-old child, never once uttered one word for a hatred against any individual on this planet ever in her entire life. Not only that, you also have to understand the fact that my dad, the greedy farmer, I've only met him about 3 times my entire life. In the year 2011, he was encouraging people to go join terror groups from his house. Now, the law enforcement completely ignored this, that I told them about this, and they treated me like I was a liar, when in fact, right now, law enforcement looked back at the records and they found that I was telling the truth. My dad, the greedy farmer, is banned from coming over to the U.S. Not only is he banned from the U.S., he's also banned from going over to England. So, and not only this, every single time he would come to the U.S., the FBI would be forced to go follow him around everywhere and go ask Ibrahim's envious mother why he was coming over to the U.S. You have to understand in law enforcement that people don't just take actions like these against individuals. That obviously my dad, the greedy farmer, was doing what I said he was. In 2011, I saw him encouraging people to go join terror groups. he sent a government informant to a terror group, due to which now he has been banned from coming over to the US. He has been banned from going over to England. So it turns out I was telling the truth after all. This is my dad, the Greedy Framer's history. The most dangerous man I've ever known my entire life. Compared to my mother, who has never once, since being watched with me since I was an 11-year-old child, never once uttered one word considered bad her entire life. She has the most utmost level of love and respect for everyone of every race, religion, ethnicity, to the point that you only have to hear about the kind of love she has for people of other religions, like Jewish people and things of that certain nature, when I bring her up with the topic of me marrying someone to be Jewish or some other religion. You only have to hear her answer to realize how much love, it's not just yes or no satisfaction, it's the amount of love that she shows to a woman who would be of a different religion, like Judaism. When I would ask her at the mall, she would show so much love towards her, just thinking of her as being her daughter-in-law, that I would kind of think, man, if only I asked her this question at home, it would have been a lot better. But the fact of the matter is, my mother, while being watched 24/7 since I was an 11-year-old child, has never once been heard uttering one word considered bad her entire life. Forget the sending people to terror groups. She's never once